Good morning, millennials.
Good morning, millennials.
Good morning, millennials. I'm so excited because Ben is co-host here.
Yeah.
It's a staple now in homes across America.
Oh my God, it just feels so good like to be sitting here again, you know?
Does it?
It does. Me and Margot, we made the journey from Philly last night at like midnight. Honestly, Philly's so close.
It is.
And like we just happen to have like two slow drivers, but Ben is like an insane driver and he could have made the drive in an hour and a half.
It really is close. It's just so crazy, all these bustling metropolises just right in our backyard.
And it was like very similar New York vibes. It was so fucking hot.
Did you enjoy the city?
And the streets smelled like hot garbage, so like it really felt like I was home, you know? It was great. We did 4 shows and they were all sold out. And they were lit as hell. Honestly, like if I do a show, I really never know if I do a good job. And so it's nice to have Margot there who's like, has no stake in the game. Like she can just be honest with me. And I felt like I did a really good job. Like I really grew as a comic this week, which is, you know,
wow.
As comics, you always want to grow.
Always.
And the feedback was so positive. And like the Philly people, you know, I have like the joke that Philly people are terrorists because they ruined their own city when they won the Super Bowl. They were very receptive and they were like, they knew that they were terrorists and they like loved it. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Except for like one girl, but she was fine. It was great. Like, and I love when people message me like honest feedback. Like, it was really hot in the venue. I'm like, that's not my fault, and I couldn't have agreed more. You should have seen me after every show.
Right, if they were hot, imagine how you felt.
I had 2 fans on stage,
Walking
and it wasn't even
around.
enough. After each show, I literally looked like I ran the marathon. Like, it was so crazy.
Wow.
And I had to like...
Did you have indigenous hair and makeup, or did you do it yourself?
I did it myself, and I got a blowout...
Before you left.
Monday morning.
Right.
That stood the test of time, but like when I woke up on Tuesday, my hair was just straws. I could have like drank it out of them. And someone would have yelled at me because it was plastic.
But it's not plastic. You guys, we haven't talked about the war on straws in a while, but it has taken on like a whole, like...
It seems like the moment we started talking about it, it really started to become a thing.
Right, and it's like,
as most things do.
It's such a polarizing subject because some people are like so gung-ho, like, don't use a straw, like you're killing the turtle's nose. But then other people are like, straws make up for like 0.03 of the plastic in the ocean. Don't quote me on that number, but it's something very small like that. And US straws, like straws from the United States, are even less than that number. Like, why are we starting with straws, Adrian Grenier?
Actually, what I did hear was that America exports their trash like to China to dispose. So it's not under our name, but like it's from us. That's just what I heard.
You're welcome. Anyways, we have a jam-packed show for you today, so we really can't dilly-dally.
No.
We're people in...
Not that we ever do.
Not that we ever do. Sorry, I just was about to confuse.
We're people in Philly.
I was going to say, were they saying dilly, but that's like a New England thing.
I
New
don't
England
even know what
Patriots, Eric Decker, did you see that hot-ass picture of him?
I did.
Do you also know that was an ad for Gatorade? In tune with what's necessary across the board.
So in tune.
Premium content. I have some premium content of my own coming out later today. I just showed you.
Hashtag ad. It's really good.
It's really premium.
Also, wait, super quickly, I wanted to give an update because we did a Dear Toasters on Monday and we got a message from the subject. And it was the Dear Toasters about the girl who was dating a guy and she like knew his family and she thought that he was like being shady, like not wanting to tell anyone because she was trans. Turns out this happened like a month ago. She was like literally the second after I wrote in, I never heard from him again. He completely ghosted me.
Right.
Dick.
So always trust your instincts is the moral of the story there.
By the way, that is so true.
If you feel it in your stomach like something's not right, it's because it's not right. And even on the Bachelor finale, like Blake was starting to get like that feeling, that sinking feeling, and it's because it wasn't right.
God gives you a warning in your belly. It's called a fart.
And you can either listen to it and be ahead of the curve, or you can ignore it and you can get dumped on national television. It's up to you.
And cry into a napkin.
After you propose, which is just like so sad. Like
they usually stop the person.
Right. I was talking about this after the show yesterday with Rachel because we talked about so much about The Bachelor, and I know not everyone watches, so I tried to
honestly,
keep it.
just for Rachel Lindsay.
She is everything, a pro, a class
I am
act.
absolutely in love with her. Like, there is nothing she could do that would make me not respect the shit out of her.
I respect the hell out.
She's still a lawyer.
The hell out of Rachel
We
Lindsay.
need to bring her on for a retainer.
She's a lawyer. She's an ESPN correspondent. You know that a host job is never done.
And never easy.
And she's an influencer. She's a Revolve girl. She said Revolve Bermuda was amazing.
Did she?
She said
God.
it was even better than it looked.
Honestly, that makes me feel better. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, they're not even having fun. But they are.
They are.
Let us come.
Anyways, what were we just talking about? So much to dissect.
Unpack.
The toaster update. Oh, the pit in your stomach. Trust it, Blake. Sorry. Bachelor finale was just shook the world. You didn't watch though.
No, I didn't. Hey, intern Margot, would you pick up this phone call?
Ooh, here, I'll throw it to you.
Thank you, intern Margot.
Thank you, intern Margot. You're doing a fantastic job.
That is Golnesa's publicist. I'm sure that they are lost because everyone gets lost coming here. But by the way, we didn't even announce today's such a special day because we have Gigi, but she's dropping the Gigi, just Golnesa from Shahs at Sunset coming on in a little bit, and I'm very, very excited. I have a lot to talk to her about.
I'm very, very excited. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, because also today, the day is here. Camp Toast tickets are going on sale.
Oh my God, yes!
For Patreon members at 6 o'clock today.
6 o'clock tonight, so if you're not a Patreon member, honestly, just do it for this month, because I have a feeling it's gonna sell out. I've been like telling
you can't jinx it.
I know every vendor.
Knock on fake wood.
Every vendor's like, how many people are you expecting? I'm like, we're expecting a full sellout.
Well,
No.
you gotta talk the talk.
No, it's really exciting. Like, we've worked super hard on this, and honestly,
We've dotted our I's and we've crossed our T's.
and I really just want this to be a success, because I really want this to be a thing like every year. Maybe like we get to a point where it's like 2 months, it's like the whole camp. I don't know. Like,
we could be running our own camp.
Right. I mean, that's our dream. We've always said that's our dream.
Oh
like,
my God.
a long time ago, you dated a guy whose parents owned a camp. The dream.
The dream. And now he is a camp director.
Oh, my ovaries.
He won't see this because he's at camp right now.
Right.
Directing.
But like, I just think like that this whole concept has so much potential. So I'm really excited for this to happen and like be a great success. And then next year we can like plan it a little bit further out and just like maybe get the cost down. But like, this is gonna be so epic. If you're not a Patreon member, please become one. Tickets go on sale tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern time for Patreon members.
And tomorrow, and then regular non-Patreon members will go on sale tomorrow
After
in
the
the
show.
afternoon. So whatever time the show ends.
I'm so excited. And then there'll be like a private Facebook group for all the toasty campers. Like, it's gonna be so epic. I need to get more Sophie shorts and like some workout clothes.
I'm so excited. And I just want to say, there's a lot of the logistics will be available for you on the Eventbrite ticket page, but just know once you get to Camp Toast, you're not spending $1, you're not going anywhere. Everything is
Meals
there
are
for
covered,
you. Food, drink, fun, friends, it's all waiting for you at Camp Toast.
Do know that you can arrive anytime on Thursday after 2 o'clock, and that you must leave anytime on Sunday before 10 a.m.
Yeah, Sunday, that's a hard out. We got to be out at 10 a.m. So if you're booking flights, just know that if you have to leave Saturday night, we understand. Thursday, you can start arriving at 2 p.m., but arrival...
Whenever you want.
All this information is on the Eventbrite page, so read it thoroughly.
We'll give you guys a link.
And if you're flying in, read it extra thoroughly because there's a lot of information, airport information. If you're coming from New York, it'll be easier for you.
Yeah, it's only like an hour-and-a-half drive.
And it's a beautiful drive.
So, with all that said, and without further ado, here are the Fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
Cool. Okay, first up, breaking news this morning. Carrie Underwood is pregnant. Singer is expecting her second child with Mike Fisher, and she posted a really strange announcement on Instagram that someone tagged me in saying she's pregnant, and I looked at it and I said, this doesn't mean she's pregnant, it means she's going on tour. She announced a tour and a pregnancy.
Odd.
And also you're going on tour while you're pregnant. That seems strenuous as hell.
I don't know. For some reason, these days, every story about Carrie Underwood and her family gives me like the biggest pit.
Right, because there's so much unknown there. There's so many questions.
So many blinds.
And so many unanswered questions.
No, and it's like, I don't know, she went from being America's sweetheart to being America's pit.
I agree.
Like, I used to just see her and I'd be like, she's the American dream. Like, she went on
American
Idol. She was so country, so American, so beautiful, and like everyone really saw the talent in her.
She is the American Idol.
Right, and then she like had this career that was like so astronomical, and she became really a full-time America's sweetheart. And just like that, one shove down the stairs, and it's all over.
She was a beautiful, wonderful, perfect all-American girl.
Beautiful, wonderful, perfect all-American girl.
Also, her song "Cry Pretty" like just left us with even more questions.
Right, the
like,
timing
what are we
was
crying
odd.
about? Have you heard Hunter Hayes' new song?
Margot made me listen to it in the car.
It's so
good.
beautiful, and it's like so sad, and like
his songs are like always so sad.
no, it's like, dear God, are you sure that you don't mess up? Like why don't I deserve even a piece of love? It was like heartbreaking. And when he came on The Breath, he was dating Ray Lynn's friend, and she came too because she was like a fan of yours.
Yeah, Libby.
And this makes me feel like they broke up.
Oh no.
Unless it's one of those songs he wrote a while ago and it's just releasing now. But that must be hard to sing. Like, dear God, do I deserve a piece of love? It just like broke my heart.
His song, remember that the song that made him famous was like about how like people call him ugly. Like it's like so sad.
Yeah.
He like is so sad.
No, but he's
I feel like there's a lot
talented.
of pain behind his eyes.
No, I know, and every time I listen to the song, I'm like, I'm enjoying this thoroughly, but I just want to text someone to make sure he's okay.
Right. Miss Gala, why you cry?
Anyways.
Wait, also, just talking about like people who write songs that are sad, I made a Taylor Swift fan account. Did I tell you this? And have I said it on the show yet?
I don't think on the, yes, on the show.
Swiftie with no job. And honestly, like, I'm really excited about it.
Speaking of the no jobs, Theo and I had such a day yesterday.
Your content on Instagram stories was just premium as fuck.
Like, he just really brought out the best in me, is all I can say. We watched the Toast movie of the week together, which we'll talk about in a little bit, because I was disappointed, sister.
Okay, I mean, I have to explain myself, but we'll get to it.
We'll get to it. Anyways, the rest of the story, you might be wondering or asking, Carrie, why is your tour starting in May? Well, yay, she said, revealing balloons spelling out baby above her head. Mike and Isaiah and I are absolutely over the moon and excited to be adding another little fish to our pond. Okay, so she's not going on tour pregnant.
Oh, that's a cute, like, little fish to our pond. Mike Fisher. Cute.
Oh, that's cute. I didn't put that together.
I
okay,
like it.
Takes away 1 element
Ounce
of the pit. 1 ounce of the pit.
Still here, though.
She's also going on tour with Maddie and Tay, who I love.
Me too. Even though they kind of fell off the face of the earth for a little.
Well, maybe they just have new music coming out, and that's why they're going on tour.
Actually, that's like a great pairing. Mm-hmm. Also,
there's also another artist, Runaway June, but they put Luke Pell in their music video, so
we're done. So
I can't take them seriously.
Also, speaking of concerts, we are going this weekend, if any toasters are going, Madison Square Garden with Jason Aldean, Luke Combs, and Lauren Elena.
Which is so crazy that, like, I'm literally going to be the first person there because I'm there for Lauren Elena and Luke Combs, and, like, I might not stay for Jason Aldean.
Me and Margot said the same thing in the car last night. Like, I'm not really interested in Jason Aldean. But we were trying to guess, what do you think the lineup is? Do you think it's Lauren, Luke, Jason?
I think it's Lauren, Luke, Jason.
I think that's so prestigious for Lauren Elena. I feel like she's really having her moment. Like, she's playing Madison Square Garden. That's, like, a really big deal. And, like, I'm, like, kind of friends with her. We, like, text, so I'm really excited.
And wait, you have to text Luke Combs' girlfriend.
I did already last night.
And she responded?
She's a toaster. Or I don't know if she's a toaster. She's just like...
Well, while they're in New York, get Luke on the toast.
Luke on the toast.
Hey!
Luke on the toast. Luke on the toast. But you know, tour life, like you're in one city and you're gone the next day.
Right, I mean, you know all about it.
Oh my God, me and Margot.
The DJT.
Totally, Jackie. We were in the car last night listening to the Lauren Elena album, and you know the song about how she's always on the road? 6 years of missing home for 3 minutes on the radio. I was like, Margot, this song is me. My brother's son didn't see him turn 1.
6 weeks of missing home for you.
No, totally. But like, I like have so much FOMO. I'm like, this song is about me.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the beauty of her music. It transcends.
I know. And also, like, I was having, you know, a meeting with my team, like one person. And
Margot. I see
we were discussing, you know, what's next. Because this whole Dirty Jeans tour is really like a test to see, like, if I can be comic and if, like, it's what the people want.
Right,
and so far it's what the people want, because, like, most of the shows are sold out. Palm Beach tomorrow, a couple tickets left. Go snatch them, girlwithnojob.com.
What's next?
2019, like, 52 weeks out of the year. I'm gone for, like, 30.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you're gone for 52 weeks out of the year.
No, because I have to give them dates. I'm like, Jackie's getting married on my birthday. Like, I can't be bothered. But, like,
you're gone for 30 weeks?
I know. We might have to take the toast on the road.
You know,
Pack this up.
You know, I'd be happy to do it.
I know. Like, I think it might involve a tour bus, which, like, everyone would have to come.
Wow. Okay, we'll discuss.
Tour bus sounds so treacherous.
We'll discuss. I'll send you my rider. Anyways, next story, what everyone's talking about. Kourtney and Younes have broken up.
Oh, yes.
In a very bizarre way.
Yes.
So it's over for Kourtney and Younes Bendjima. The Keeping Up with the Kardashians star 39 has reportedly split from the 25-year-old male model, and he's already traveled to Mexico and flaunted PDA with another woman, according to photos obtained by TMZ.
And then the Morning Toast.
Right. The pair got together in 2016. I actually saw it on the Morning Toast. The breakup comes after their long summer vacation in Italy, as well as his controversial comments on her social media photos. That's what you need to show to get likes, he wrote in a since-deleted comment on a picture that showed a bit of her butt. After Kardashian's fans took to his Instagram to comment on all of his shirtless posts, Bendjima seemed to learn his lesson and commented on another one of Kourtney's posts. So they're just going back through the Instagram drama. Basically, he was spotted, like, hoisting up another woman, and then he's, like, putting weird shit on his Instagram stories about how we don't know him and we're trying to bring him down. I don't know you from Adam, man.
Well, what he said was he was in Mexico with 12 people, and, like, TMZ just decided to capture one moment where he was, like fooling around with a girl. Like, they weren't even kissing. They were just, like, I don't even know, like a 2-year-old, like, tumbling around on the ground. So those pictures, like, look like something, but he was like, they're really not. And I kind of get him, like, being annoyed about that. But, like, sorry, we're dating the Kris Jenner, Harvey Levin machine. Like,
right.
Sorry,
What did you think was going to happen?
You're just a pawn,
And
dude.
also, what's weird is that they actually were broken up, because this seems like the sort of thing where it would be taken out of context, and it looks like he's cheating on her, but he's not. I can agree that he's just, like, being frisky with a friend, even though, like, I don't touch my friends like that.
Me neither.
But, you know, everyone's different. But they actually were broken up. So
but
then,
I hadn't heard that they were broken up until
neither.
these photos came out.
But then so it was a weird way of it.
It was like
out.
Backwards.
But it was just Kris Jenner being like,
Kris Jenner.
Younes, you're in the doghouse. You touch a girl, you're done.
Totally. And honestly, that girl was really cute.
And now she's on TMZ.
They look right together, them too. Like, Kourtney, you're too old for this. Like, go back to Scott, honestly.
And you saw, like, Kim was being an amazing sister, like shading Younes on Instagram. And
Even though Kourtney Kardashian is ungrateful for all the fruits of Kim's labor.
Right. She bought her a fucking career. And
I didn't need to buy her shoes. I bought her a fucking career.
Kim liked E-News' Instagram posts, like, that were pictures of Kourtney and Scott through the years, like saying maybe now they'll get back together. But
They're not
feel
right
like,
for each other.
I feel like Scott's like kind of happy with Sophia.
I feel like Scott is happy, and honestly, I think Kourtney is just like an unhappy person, and I think that she is like, no man will satisfy her because she's like really just like non-emotional. She doesn't care. I feel like she's fine. After her and Younes broke up, her life hasn't been affected and it hasn't changed at all.
Right, and that's why like in some way I actually thought Younes was perfect for her because it was just like companionship and like someone to go to Europe with, but nope.
Yeah, like I don't feel like Kourtney's fazed by this at all. I feel like her life will go on, and it is.
Yeah, for sure.
My heart will
I wonder, like,
go on and on.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
I wonder what Younes is going to do next. Like, is he going to stick it out in the thirst lane, or is he going to just like go back to male modeling?
Right, because I don't think he was a relatively popular male model until the Kardashian curse. So hopefully the Kardashian curse will run its course on Younes and just ruin his career like it did everyone else's.
Totally. Okay, this next story is so crazy and just so relatable.
Okay.
Leo's chin gets edited out of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood promo pictures.
Okay, so we have a photo.
We have a photo of
It'll
before
be up.
and after.
Before and after. And you know, I am a connoisseur of the double chin. Not anymore, actually.
And so can you give us your take on this?
Sure.
Can you do an analysis?
So, you know, I don't think it's like, Leo's in great shape, you know? It's not a fat thing. But, you know, sometimes gravity takes its course when you get to a certain age.
And in a turtleneck, you're no
and
favors.
It's being propped up. So they're really like, this isn't anything like Leo could have done necessarily. And what I like is that in the edited picture, they still left a little chin because you always have to remain believable, you know? He's in a turtleneck, he's a man of a certain age.
They watched our show the other day where we said you have to leave a little.
So they took out like 3/4 of it and left just like a little quarter, which was very smart. Because for him to not have one wouldn't really make sense. And honestly, his character probably requires one. So I think this is a good job on the behalf of Hollywood. They didn't, you know, curve any backgrounds or anything like sometimes they do, or remove someone's arm. This
Give
looks
them
good.
3 legs.
He still looks hot, you know?
Yeah, but it's just sad that they got caught, you know? And it's sad for Leo, except I'm sure
No, it's not
he's
sad.
fine.
It's just incredibly awkward now for him. Like, we know you edit out your chin. Like, that's something I do. We shouldn't be editing our photos the same way, you know?
Right, like you're Leonardo DiCaprio. Are we going to be Once Upon a Time in Hollywood now?
I think.
Double chins only.
Only. Honestly, I've been getting so many questions about my chin, like, and I keep saying what it is. People are like, you haven't told us. I'm like, I'm not hiding it from you. Like,
Say it again for the
time.
people in the back.
So I was like really interested in getting Kybella, and when Jackie and I went to Dr. Giesi's office, who's Ramona's plastic surgeon, great plastic surgeon, we highly recommend. We just went for like a consultation. We wanted to see what our options were. And I told her, I'm like, honestly, I hate my neck so much, like, and I don't really know if Kybella works. Like, what do you suggest?
And you couldn't take the pain.
I couldn't take the pain. She was like, I have the perfect thing. And you know what I didn't know, but Olivia told me? She invented this surgery and patented it. She's the only person who could do it. I think that's so crazy. Yeah. It's called the natural neck lift. Basically, she took a needle, mad hard, and sucked all the fat out of my neck and my lower cheeks and my jowls. And I was swollen for a while, and then like 2 weeks later, I had a brand new face.
I love when that happens.
Me too. I can't recommend it enough. Honestly, it was so expensive, and I'm still like digging myself out of the hole that it put me in, but I would have paid double.
Wow.
Maybe triple, honestly.
A glowing review.
I'm so happy.
I'm so happy for you. I've been using a new machine by her, this M-Sculpt machine that gives you abs, and the feeling is so crazy. Like Insta-Lipo was, I would take a nap. Like it was so relaxing. This like, it's the act of like doing sit-ups, like thousands of sit-ups, so your stomach is like contorting, and I actually feel like it's really working. I have 2 more sessions.
That's an interesting, I'd like to see results from that.
Right, and then like I'm going on vacation, so like you'll see in my pictures whether or not it worked.
Okay.
I'll try not to edit too much.
Very exciting.
Very exciting stuff. Anyways, Leah, if you need Dr. Sharon Giesi's number, we
DM
have
me.
it for you. You can find her on Instagram for more information.
Honestly, Leonardo DiCaprio's Instagram is so boring, and I really do appreciate all the positive things he's doing for our environment, and he's doing the Lord's work, but like put a selfie up every now and again. Like just give the people what they want.
Oh, I don't follow him. And you know what? Like
He like follows 3 accounts, like UNICEF, Animal Kingdom, and like the ASPCA. Like, come on.
Like, I don't know about how he feels, but I'm really ready for him to settle down. Like him running around with all these like Instagram models is getting very sad, and like he really should have married Bar Raffaele and called it a day.
I couldn't agree more. Or Blake Lively.
Or Giselle.
Or Nina Ogdal. Actually, they were really happy together.
They were really happy together.
And she has fallen so far from Leo, but like He's dating that girl, Cammy Marone, and they've been together for a really long time. She's literally 19.
Ooh.
You're right?
Yeah, sorry. He dates these girls for a long time. Like
I know, it's so weird.
He's
It's like
a perpetual boyfriend. It's not like a revolving door, but like the door opens once a year.
But you know who was a perpetual boyfriend? George Clooney. But he had the dignity to like do it with appropriately aged women. Like
Right.
honestly, justice will never be served enough for Stacey Keebler for what she went through and then how she ended up. Like justice because she could never compete with an Amal, you know?
No, but
none
she's
of us
doing
can.
okay for herself.
Yeah, I mean she's happy, I guess, but like she's not married to George Clooney.
No.
She's not going to be the first lady in a couple years.
No, she's not. But George Clooney might be the first man, actually.
Totally.
I'd vote for Amal
Honestly,
before I vote for George Clooney.
I feel like George made a big mistake.
Run, if they get divorced, they should run against each other for
I
president.
think George made a big mistake in marrying Amal because I think he thought he was like marrying someone who would be like a prestigious wife, but like she's completely overtaken. Like he's a nobody to me. Amal is everything in this world, and I don't even look at George. Like he's the shit on my shoe. Like,
No, I totally agree. Like she is just A-list in every category.
Every
Fashion,
category.
politics,
lifestyle,
human rights.
travel.
Tra-
I don't know. She's just everything, and I'll literally never forget that little white dress she wore on the boat driving up to like her engagement dinner, and like it was like Valentino and had like stitched flowers in it, and like it was just so epic.
Oh my God. We haven't talked about her in a while.
No, also
because she's
like
just being private and saving the world, and that's what you do.
Do we think that she had a surrogate? Yeah.
I don't think about it.
I think about surrogates all the time because the NT is really eye-opening to the surrogate thing, and how there's like a couple surrogates in Hollywood who like everyone uses. There's a royal surrogate.
So are all their kids related?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, actually, they're not really related to the surrogate. It's just a uterus.
No, but like they have
something.
They came from
They have
the
a
same
connection.
womb.
They have a connection. They have the same rib.
Yeah.
No, but like there's a royal surrogate that they say Meghan's gonna use because she's like super skinny and she's pushing 40, so like she might not be able to get pregnant.
Do most people use a surrogate because they can't get pregnant or they just don't want to carry a child?
So there's both, like, and that's like the fucked up part. Like, if you use a surrogate just because you don't want to like get fat, which like I kind of understand, like that's like the less immoral way, but like do whatever you want. And there's people who use a surrogate because they can't get pregnant. And that's what they say about Meghan Markle, and that's what they said about Kate Middleton for her third kid.
Got it.
Like she was able for the first 2 times, but then for the third time she just like took a back seat.
I feel like that's fair. Like an heir and a spare, and then like a surrogate.
One for fun.
Right. One for cute.
One you can actually enjoy.
Right. What's crazy about Amal is like she literally, whether or not she had a surrogate, like she got pregnant with twins, boy and a girl, farted them out, and now she's done. She never has to get pregnant again.
She got married, farted out 2 twins, a boy and a girl, and like saved the world legit in the same year. What did she do before 2017?
No, but like she's done. Like it's so crazy.
Must be nice.
It must be nice.
I have so much to do.
I know that pregnancy is going to take everything from me.
You?
But I honestly look forward to it.
Same. Oh my God. You get excused for so much.
Right.
There was a girl at my show who was like breastfeeding. It was like her first night out since giving birth, and I asked her if I could try her breast milk, and she said yes. And I like was going to do it on stage, and I completely forgot.
Oh.
And I really wanted to do it. I just am curious what it tastes like. I've heard it's like not good.
I mean, I've never thought about this either.
I
You're
think about
really
it all the time.
expanding my mind today.
Yeah.
Okay, next up in mind expansion, Elon Musk wants to take Tesla private at $420 a share. I mean,
Can you take something private?
oh, I didn't even think about that.
Is it public already?
So Tesla CEO Elon Musk said Tuesday he was considering taking the company private at a price of $420 a share, $420. He ain't fucking around. Posting his intentions on Twitter and causing the stock price to jump 7% before trading was temporarily halted around 2 p.m.
So it's public now.
Yeah, Tesla closed up 11% at nearly $380 after trading resumed. As a public company, we are subject to wild swings in our stock price that can be a major distraction for everyone working at Tesla, Musk said Tuesday in an email to employees.
That's a good point.
He also said the quarterly financial requirements of being a public company, quote, puts enormous pressure on Tesla to make decisions that may be right for a given quarter, but not necessarily right for the long term. He's such a genius. Like,
No, wait, that makes a lot of sense.
I don't want to go public anymore.
The societal pressure of just like being public and like watching your stock rise and fall.
Right.
Not interested.
And then like everyone has something to say about it when
Right.
like you know you're doing good work and like you'll make a decision so that our stock will go up, but in the long term it's the wrong decision.
Right, and then like the stock plummets just like one day because like that's how the stock market works. And then like some engineer's like worried about his family, you know?
Right.
When like everything's really fine.
And
oh my God, I didn't even realize being public is like
A pit.
a pit. No, private all the way. I didn't know you could take it back. I didn't know you could undo Control Z your private public company.
Well, apparently you can, and if anyone can, it's Elon, and I totally respect his decision.
I wonder if anyone's ever done that before. I feel like no. I feel like he would be the
I
first
feel
one.
like we should invest in Tesla. Like we need to put our money where our mouth is.
No, I've been thinking recently that I really do want to invest.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we're always reporting on like big losses. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're never like, oh, everyone made a lot of money this week. It's always like shareholders are out. You know, like, I don't feel like there's any company super stable. And I used to say, like, I would 100% invest in Facebook. No. And now I'd be like, okay, well, you know what? I'd invest in Apple. It's super stable. But, like, they're at their peak. $1 trillion, like, it's all downhill from here.
You don't invest at $1 trillion. But I would invest. Well, remember when Kanye bought Kim's stocks for her birthday?
Yes.
He bought her Amazon, Apple, I think, Adidas, because he works with them. And I forget what else.
That's
but I would literally
gift.
go back to that screenshot and buy all those ones.
No, definitely invest in Amazon. I would definitely, what's like a young company that has like a lot of promise, you know? But you know, I would invest in more of the necessities. Tech is it's too wobbly for me. I would invest in like steel, you know? Things we need. Water, can you invest in water? That's what I would invest in. Hydrogen peroxide, oxygen, I would invest in the things we need.
I wouldn't invest in straws.
Hell no.
I would not invest in Starbucks.
No, fuck that. Because we're taking them down.
No, definitely Amazon though. Amazon's going to take over the world.
Amazon is the only tech company that I see a bright future for.
Yeah, but then I would invest in I don't wear glasses, so I wouldn't invest in this specific company, but companies like Warby Parker.
That is so weird that you said that because I was like scrolling through my followers the other day and like I got a brand new follower as the CEO of Warby Parker. I'm like, why are you following me?
That's hilarious.
He was verified, so I'm like, ooh, who is this? I tapped it, CEO at Warby Parker.
Very cool. I would invest in you guys if I wore glasses, but
I don't think that they're public though.
Oh, well, I can't speak to what they do, considering I've never worn.
Margot, what kind of glasses do you wear? Like, what company?
Margot still goes to LensCrafters.
Oh my God, Margot wears a Versace.
And before that, she was wearing Tiffany.
Versace?
Oh, sorry.
You wear Versace?
Before that, she was wearing Dolce & Gabbana.
We gotta get Margot a mic. Kind of how we have Theo Cam, we need Snitch Cam.
We need Snitch Cam. Oh my
We'll
God,
set it up.
We'll just turn that one right there.
Got it.
Perfect.
Okay, what's another, is that the last story?
No, fifth and final story is my favorite story of the day.
Okay.
And it's just my favorite. NFL's first male dancers will hit the sidelines this season.
Equality for all, finally.
NFL fans will see history made this season, and it has nothing to do with what goes on between the goalposts. The LA Rams and the New Orleans Saints will have male cheerleaders dancing on their squads for the first time. Dancers Quinton Perrone and Napoleon Ginnies have been preparing for the NFL season since they made the Rams cheer squad in March. Quote, still can't believe I'm one of the first males in history to be a pro NFL cheerleader, Ginnies tweeted after being selected. Other teams like the Colts and the Baltimore Ravens have stuntmen, USA Today reported, but Perrone and Ginnies will be dancing alongside their female teammates and doing the same moves. Oh my God, I'm so here for this.
I'm so here for this. I feel like no cheerleading squad is complete without gender neutrality.
Right, like we all saw Bring It On.
Right, the best teams.
How can you go back to all female teams after that?
And honestly, in Bring It On, when they were like at the qualifiers and like there was just some only girl squads, I was like, they're not even close to being as elevated as like the East Compton Clovers or the Rancho Grande Toros.
No. And on the one
Rancho
hand,
Grande Toros starts like sounds like a taco. I'll have the Rancho Grande Toro
I'll have
and
the
a
Rancho
Diet
Grande
Coke.
tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when we went to Palos Verde.
We did.
For a conference a couple years ago. And we just like the whole time.
It was
we
so
were like,
beautiful. Like,
it's gorgeous.
I mean, they were all rich.
So rich, yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't realize that as a kid, but like then now you're growing up and like we're like, how do they have such big houses?
No, totally.
They have like enough space in their house for like the whole squad to practice.
Right, and like, do I have ATM tattooed on my forehead?
No, I was thinking more
like
DAD. No, wait, this is so great because like I think boys are great in a cheerleading squad for stunts. But
the obvious.
But like it's 2018. Honestly, anything boys can do, girls can do better, and anything girls can do, boys can do better. Like I just think it's so hilarious how like there's so many male-dominated fields where like the woman is better, and there are so many male-dominated fields where the woman is. And there are so many female-dominated fields where the male is better. Like, I think it's funny how, like, the #1 Food Network star, whereas, like, cooking is a women's job, like, it's Emeril Lagasse, you know? Mario Batali, and not that they're, like, the picture of masculinity, but still.
Mario Batali.
And then there are just, like, male-dominated fields, like computer science, where people like Carly Kloss are at the front.
Okay, but Carly Kloss is not at the front.
I was 100% kidding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, but you know what I mean?
No,
like, I just think it's funny how, like, there are these stereotypes for, like, jobs that men should have and jobs that women should have, and, like, in the man jobs, the woman is the best, and in the woman jobs, the man's the best.
Well, because it just goes to show that those stereotypes mean shit.
So traditional.
So
we could be doing better.
And also, like, there are so many fabulous, like, fantastic male dancers. Like, when I watch videos of dancing on YouTube, and like, just let's get it all in there.
Wait,
like, it
Jackie.
doesn't all have to be like rah rah.
Sis Boom Ba, Jackie.
And so many dancers, like, their dream is like to grow up and be like a DCC
Right.
or I don't know, Nick City dancer.
No, when you're a dancer,
and boys should have that same dream too.
When you're a dancer, there are like a few jobs that are like
prestigious as
like
hell.
it's like a pro athlete, cheerleader, it's the Rockettes. There's like a couple jobs that are so epic, and it should be open to everyone. I totally agree. I can't believe I forgot to tell you this. Do you remember this? You know when you remember something from your like growing up? And I remembered it when I was in Bogota over the weekend. And I love to try everybody's corn, but only the best ones survive.
My favorite vine of all time.
My favorite vine of all time by Krish, short for Christian. And I recently started following him on Instagram, and then I was like reinvigorated.
After you tagged him in that video of you and Abe, I looked at his Instagram, and he is
so funny. And we like DM now, and I went on his Instagram live, and I was like, please do the corn thing, and he did it.
Oh my God.
It's the best. And honestly, the vine out of context makes no sense, but his caption was, the girl who takes judging the corn competition too seriously. I mean, I love to try everybody's corn, but only the best ones survive. Like, genius. Comic genius. Comic genius.
Oh my God. And also, it's not even from growing up. That's just from like the Vine days, but it's everything.
Like, there are these iconic vines, and that is one of them.
For us, I don't even know if like for the world
he was an iconic viner, and I think he had more popular ones, but for some reason that corn one spoke to us. Maybe I just like corn.
On a deep, deep level. Okay. We need to talk about the Toast Movie of the Week now because we hit you with the Fast Five. You are so informed.
You got some explaining to do. Okay.
So.
Little Children,
Kate Winslet,
Patrick Wilson.
Jennifer Connelly. Mm-hmm. So I understood what you mean, star-studded cast. Not that many people ever heard of it. I saw in the description was based off of a book.
Oh.
A book.
Bikini model.
So I was actually very hopeful. But it was beyond strange. And at first they lost me when they kissed the hug was kind of funny, and then they kissed in the park, and I was like, okay, this is insane.
Too public.
It was giving me a pit. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna just like, this isn't my type of movie, but I'm gonna enjoy it and like just see like what the people are watching. And it was terrible, and nothing happened. Nothing happened. And my favorite part of it, honestly, was the fact that the guy who plays the pedophile is also in Shutter Island. George Noyce.
And he castrated himself.
Right, and all I could think about was George Noyce, and it brought me back to Cheddar Island, which was a high point of Toast Movie of the Week, and this was a low point.
Okay, so I just feel like I need to explain myself, because at no point did I say it was an amazing movie.
No, but the Toast Movie of the Week is for amazing movies only.
No, but it should also just be for interesting movies. Like, I find it interesting that there is a Kate Winslet, Patrick Wilson, Jennifer Connelly, what was that man's name? George Noyce.
His name's
movie
Jackie, actually.
That like nobody's ever heard of, and it was like such an odd movie, and it was like an art film, but then there was like weird sex scenes, and then there was like a pedophile element to it, and like she like never cared about her kids.
There was a big nipple too.
Like I'm just saying, like there was so many, like I just think it was like it's like a novel idea. Like I just think it was a funny movie for us to talk about. Like, well, I never said it was good.
Most of us paid $3.99 to rent it on Amazon.
That I do feel bad about.
And we just all contributed funds to something that was not premium. And
I think it was premium.
Going forward, the Toast Movie of the Week should be premium, informative, spark interesting dialogue, and above all, interesting.
By the way, I do think that movie sparked interesting dialogue.
No, like I'm only talking about it because like
the pedophile's mom was like so sad.
She was really sad, and then like, but they're trying to make us be like sympathetic for the pedophile, but then he really is disgusting, jerking off in front of that like poor girl.
Oh my God, that was terrible in the car.
So like, I can't and I shan't, and there's a reason why no one ever heard of it, and it was because it was terrible. And Kate Winslet was hoping no one would see it.
Like, sorry, Kate Winslet. Hello.
We called you out.
Okay, fine.
And why the fuck was it called Little Children? It wasn't about the children.
The whole time you were thinking like, stop having an affair. Your kid is living next to a pedophile, but she didn't care.
No, I wasn't.
The whole time I had
the pedophile like wasn't gonna harm anyone, except for that girl, because I don't know, something set him off on the date. That date at first, before he got in the car and was masturbating, it was a perfect date. It was a great first date.
When he got into the pool.
The
community pool was like was a character in and of itself.
Here's the thing.
Snorkeling was
weird.
It
was a heat wave, but why are you snorkeling?
In a pool, like a community pool.
Like a pervert.
Yeah. No, that was definitely weird.
That was definitely weird, and it was not premium, and it was very, very long, and I think you owe me an apology. And
Absolutely not.
And Theo.
I think we sparked an interesting conversation. I think that this was a hilarious
Nothing
movie.
like Shutter Island. We go from Shutter Island, Martin Scorsese, like genius.
Okay, but I just want to say
narrator.
I took the idea of movie of the week as like, yes, it needs to be like interesting, spark, but I just think it's like there's like classic movies that are like fucking hysterical, and like I just think this was like a funny movie.
You can't even say that with a straight face.
No, I do. I think it's a good movie.
And I want to use Toast Movie of the Week to learn more about the world around us.
Fine.
Because that's how it started. We were saying, like, we need to watch more, like, history films, like war films, because that's the easiest way for us to learn about history without having to read a book.
Right.
That's how it started. So next week's movie of the week is The Founder.
Oh, I thought it was Room.
That's the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Founder is the most incredible movie.
The Founder is it's amazing. It's a true story. It's wild.
It's on Netflix, I believe.
It's about one of the most important institutions in this country, McDonald's.
How it got their start and how it became like the $1 billion company, biggest company in the world.
And so we will be discussing The Founder. I think we should talk about it on Monday.
Okay.
I know it's a short.
That's fine.
But it's a short film, and
I've seen it twice now, and I've loved it both times.
And I'm going to watch it again for the Toast Movie of the Week so that we can really get into it.
And it's like, it's not what you think. Do you know what I mean?
No.
It's wild.
Just enjoy.
Yeah.
Anyways, the only last thing I want to talk about before we bring out Golnesa is Bachelor in Paradise premiered last night. And per usual, like, it was paradisial. It was a little slow considering I heard Rachel Lindsay told us they had so much footage that they actually stopped filming early because like, they didn't need anything else.
That's great.
Right. So for them to like really drag out the first day, this Tia and Colton business, here are my thoughts. Well, first of all, my first thought is that Bibiana is the MVP of Paradise already.
Agreed.
She was talking about all the guys there. She's like, I'm just going to kill him with booty.
I think that she is with that guy in real life.
Which guy?
David. She's
Chicken?
standing next to him, David Ravitz.
Yeah.
She's standing next to him in the Bachelor in Paradise photo,
chicken.
and they've been like together.
Because he lives in Florida and so does she. I think they're just like Paradise friends. There aren't that many Bachelor people who live in Florida. And I think if they were together, she wouldn't be so open about it.
So I haven't seen the episode yet, but I watched the theme song because they put it on their Instagram, and I just have to say, I missed like one season, like, and I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone.
No.
Except that girl Chelsea, because she was annoying as fuck.
Right, but she's really pretty, and there was, like, they kind of villainized her, but she seems to be, like, so nice.
Right, and also they villainized Crystal too, but like if I've learned anything, it's like The Bachelor's one big fat lie, and I'm sure Crystal's a really nice girl, and
People were like,
she looks
so
so
into
good.
Crystal.
She looks so good, and like
The guys
she
were into
deserves
her.
justice. I feel like she really didn't even do anything.
No, I agree.
Nobody does anything. I mean, like we learned that with Olivia Creedy.
Yeah.
Like she was super nice, and they made her look like a psycho, and like you can't be that different. Corinne, like I don't believe anything that The Bachelor tells me to believe. That's why I absolutely love Ari and Lauren, and I'm so not here for that like universal hatred of them.
I agree.
And I can't believe they went to the Maldives and they didn't air it.
I know.
Why? That's such good TV. Like, that's like when Andy Dorfman went to talk to Nick. Like, that's epic. They would never cut that out.
I mean, I could have lived without that.
I feel like Bachelor Nation hates Ari and Lauren, and like so does like the producers. But I love them. They're the only real couple. They're
not the only real couple.
No, they have a wedding date set. Like,
right.
Like Jordan and JoJo don't.
No.
I love Ari and Lauren, and I feel
too.
like why does everyone hate them? I don't get it.
I
He
mean,
did the right thing. Like
he did
he's allowed to change his mind, and he did it respectfully, and he gave Becca a life. Like,
Yes,
stop.
He did it on camera so that people would feel bad for her, and she was the Bachelorette.
And he did way too long that they announced another Bachelor, and then she was gone. He did it perfect timing. He did what he was supposed to. Like, seriously, stop. I'm really not here for it.
I agree. And she's literally was so happy after the final rose. She like had her back to Chris Harrison because like she couldn't stop looking at Gary.
And like she got the Bachelor makeover. They gave her like weave. They gave her Botox. Like she got what she wanted. Stop. Ari could have done it so much worse. A, he could have done it off screen and nobody knew what happened and not feel bad for her. B, he could have done it like 2 months later when they had already announced Tia as the Bachelorette. No, he gave her a life. Get over it. Let him live his. I'm so not, and Lauren is so cute and so pretty, and I love them together, and they're so real, and if they break up, I'll cry.
And they moved to Phoenix, and
they have a house. Like, stop.
That's it.
Stop.
I concur, sister. The only other thing that happened last night was Tia and Colton, and here's the thing. There's something like so weird because like Colton was like ignoring Tia, but then like immediately asked her out on the date, which was just like.
I feel like Colton is definitely like teenager, middle school vibes.
Yeah, definitely, and he's like kind of being a fuckboy, and people are saying that he's there for fame, but like the Bachelor in Paradise contestants can't say that about him because like you're all on TV.
Right.
Pot, kettle, I don't know.
Hey Pot, this is the kettle. You're black.
So I just wish like it seems as though they're kind of stepping around it because they don't want people to think that they orchestrated this whole thing to end up in paradise together. But even if they did that,
romantic.
You got what you wanted. Sail off into the sunset. Like I can't deal with the back and forth and like Colton like being a fuckboy when like I haven't gotten. They're treating him like a fuckboy. They're talking about him like he's a fuckboy, but he hasn't done anything fuckboy yet, aside from talking to other girls before he picked Tia. But I think he just did that so it didn't seem like he came to paradise for Tia.
Right, he was being an actor.
He was being an actor. Oh, and the biggest actress.
You told me, Kendall.
Taxidermy. You guys, I don't know why I have it in my head that she is like a paid actress.
I don't know why.
Look at it through that lens. Everything she does, she's an actress. The hugs she gives, acting hugs. Like
she has literally made it so far, and like she was like, what, top 3? Now she's on Paradise. She was on every episode of Becca's season where they had friends. I'm like, I don't even know her. She's the taxidermy girl. Like, she was supposed to be a joke. This joke is going on way too long.
The joke is going on way too long, and it's like, they're treating, like, because she's such a great actress, she's able to be taxidermy weirdness, like having picnics in cemeteries, she said last night. But then also, like, I don't know how I could be so in love with someone, but my heart feels like it's breaking.
But it's one first episode.
No, that's like what she says coming up. Like, everything she says is just so canned, and
it's like a written script.
No, but like, no one wrote it for her. Like, she has taken on the role of actress. Like, she got cast on Bachelor in Paradise, and it's like
the role of a lifetime.
She's just so excited to be working, you know. And I feel like she
get
is
those
just
SAG benefits.
She is such an actress. I can't take seriously a word she says. I feel like she's so fake, and she keeps like.
Honestly, I'm like super grateful though, because the season could be so much worse, and they could have had Becca Martinez on.
Right.
But you know, she has a boyfriend. That's not what I heard.
Not what I heard, and she's not pregnant either.
Yeah.
Anyways, without further ado,
I won't tell you what I heard though, because it's really mean. But I know. I know the truth.
I know you know.
And honestly, I've been wanting to say it, but like, it's so mean, and like, I've had
It's
people.
bad karma.
It's bad karma. I've had people say mean things about me, even if they're true, and like, I just don't want. Like, I'm not gonna say it, but do your own research.
Don't be that person. Without further ado, it is time to bring out the woman, the myth, the legend, Golnesa.
Please pop up on our on our Facebook feed and our YouTube feed with any questions about Shahs of Sunset, about the cast, about Lily Galici, for Gigi. We will do our best to get them to her. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back with the one, the only, Golnesa. Okay, Toasters, welcome back. We are very, very, very excited for our guest today. We have Golnesa from Shahs of Sunset, and I'm purposely not saying Gigi because I heard a rumor that you're dropping the Gigi.
Gigi is at bay for now. She's resting.
Okay.
She's resting. Golnesa's back.
Okay. But what about Loch Nessa?
No, Loch Ness is always somewhere there. She's always living within.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. The franchise
careful.
wouldn't be what it is without Loch Nessa, honestly.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I just feel like I know everything about you because I've watched you for so long, and
Yeah.
I love Shahs of Sunset. I'm such a big fan of the show.
Thank you.
I think it's like one of the best shows on Bravo. And
Yes,
you guys,
it is.
It is, and you guys are so consistent. You've never had like a down
you.
season because you guys just have these robust lives.
And you
Yeah.
have real friendships
Real
with
friendships,
history.
Yeah.
You've known
Yeah.
MJ, Reza for how long?
12, maybe
Wow.
13 years. They've known each other really a long time. I've known Mike since I was 13. So,
Wow.
I mean, that's a really long ways we go back. But yeah, we've all collectively known each other somehow for a very long period of time.
Yeah. And I always feel like, and I don't know if I'm the only one, there's like a special place in my heart for you and Mike.
No,
and
you're
I
not-
just think
you're not the only one.
one of these days, but am I wrong? Like,
You're very wrong.
okay, that's
but
very upsetting.
No, listen, Mike's changed so much, you guys. I think that whole divorce
Mm-hmm.
and then having to watch it, your life on TV with everyone, it's kind of like a therapeutic process that happened to him. He's just become really sweet and charming and just honest. He's like, you know what, I'm not ready to settle down. I just want to, you know? So
That's
it
not a
works.
bad thing, but just don't lie about
Yeah.
it.
Exactly. He's
Everyone
gotten
can do
to
what they
that.
want.
Yeah.
And you are recently divorced.
I'm almost.
Almost.
Hopefully. Let's not jinx
Soon.
it yet, girl. Let's not jinx it. Like, knock on every kind of everything. Let's
Are
not
you
jinx
still,
it.
are you on good terms with Shalom? Do you guys talk?
We talk through lawyers.
It's bad.
It means basically do not ever communicate with me.
That is so crazy.
But you still have your beautiful ring. And
I
you
still have
wear
my
it.
beautiful ring.
Are you going to sell it?
Absolutely not.
No?
No.
You're gonna wear
It's
it.
huge. Make some coin.
I'm gonna find a way to wear it.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. At the end of the day, it's a piece of jewelry. He gave
Yeah.
me 2 Cartier bracelets.
And
He
you
gave me
still
some
wear those,
diamond
yeah.
necklaces and all that stuff. What's the difference? Just
that's
take it
true.
off the finger and put it on a different finger
Yeah.
and make it a broocher, a little like,
Cocktail,
you know.
ring.
Yes.
People
Here
do
for
that
it.
all the time. You can actually take the diamonds and make something else.
Yes.
A necklace, earrings.
Yes. Do it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll figure I can't chop the diamond
Right.
in half. It'll lose its value.
That's so funny. And do we get to see more this season of how that unfolds, you going through the divorce?
Yes, you get to see sort of because we started filming around the time where the divorce really started getting really messy,
Escalating, yeah.
and he decided to come for me financially, and you know, on a
Stop.
7-week marriage. Yeah, so it became a little messy.
Okay.
So right now everything's settled, and he has agreed to just stop everything, sign, and let me be.
Got it.
So good riddance, motherfucker.
Do you feel like it's going to be painful to relive it? Like, I feel like it's hard enough to go through something like that, but then being on a reality show and then watching it with millions of people again and again, is that painful?
It is. It's uncomfortable, but it's also a lesson. Like I'm
Yes.
literally watching it, and you know, last season I get his name tattooed on my body in Israel. This season I'm getting laser removal of
So
it.
you don't have it anymore?
No, I do. You guys will see. You know, it was very difficult for me because you're so angry with someone for hurting you in so many ways. Not heart, like I'm not heartbroken. I'm angry that like you lied about so much. You
Wasted
did
my time.
so much. So, you know, it's hard to watch, but you know, I'm happy he's out of my life.
Where was the tattoo?
It's right here on my leg. Look, it's right here.
Oh
Oh my
wow.
God, it's actually pretty. But it also means
And
peace.
yeah.
It also means peace.
And hello and goodbye.
I mean, that's what I said.
So
I
you
was
could
in
leave it
Israel.
technically.
Being in Israel was a big deal. It was very amazing for all of us to be in Israel together, and it means peace. And you know, it's just whatever it is.
Whatever.
Yeah, there are
It is
actually
what it
worse
is.
things.
There are worse tattoos because his name could have been like Aaron, and then there's no other meaning for that, you know?
Yeah, no, there really isn't. It's like a bumblebee cover up on top of that or something.
How is your family reacting to this? Because I know when you guys got married, it was a little tense between both the families. Now that you're getting divorced, is your family, what's the vibe like?
It's interesting. I was never connected to his family. His sister and I kind of got close, but his mom never approved of me because I'm not Jewish. So I guess, you know, they have their racial issues to deal with and their demons. They'll meet on their day. None of my business. But my family was fine with it. What my parents were pissed about was the harassment that came from him afterwards. They were constantly being called morning to night. They were being texted from him, emailed.
What?
He would call them from blocked numbers, fake numbers, just any way to, contact anyone, my friends, my family. It got really messy. It got really messy. So, you'll see this season how hurt I am by what you guys are going to see, what MJ does.
Right.
Because I'm going through hell right now. Oh. That was the lowest blow someone could have gone with. You could have called me a bitch, a C word, and anything. But that was low.
Yeah. And what about your relationship with your sister?
There is no relationship with my sister. No, we don't have a relationship. I see my niece and nephew through her ex-husband because he feels about her just the same way I do. So,
Is she on the season at all?
Not at all. No, they really have no interest in her being on the Shahs of Sunset.
That is so crazy.
She's a messy person, so they have no interest.
Dead.
Wow.
I want to talk more about the cast because you guys have been through a really interesting arc in terms of the people. I just can't believe at one point in time Lily Galici was on the show.
Yes.
It is so hysterical. I just think it's so great. And
it's interesting.
It was such a great season because Reza was so ready to jump ship onto Lily's train until he wasn't. And I was just living for it. And I just think the arc of where we were and where we are now is so great.
And where Lily was and where Lily is now.
It's so bizarre.
I'm the only one friends with Lily. I love her. She messages me all the time. She's been so helpful with my company Wusa right now, and obviously who to take pointers from other than Lily? Hello.
She's killing it.
She knows this. So she's just being so amazing and so helpful, and she's so pregnant right now. So she's like, girl, I love cannabis, but right now I'm pregnant and I can't really promote this for you right now. I said, don't worry, just pop it out, then do it.
Right. From the back, she looks right. She must have gained 5 pounds. She looks amazing.
She just gained the baby
The
bump.
little belly.
Literally. Just the
dream.
The dream.
She's
she looks
amazing.
amazing. But so we are no longer with Asa. Is that what I'm understanding?
We are no longer with Asa.
And when we spoke with MJ, she has not seen Asa's baby. They do not communicate. What is your relationship like with Asa?
Truth?
Yes, please.
Well, this is a little interesting. Asa has invited me numerous times to come over and meet the baby, whatnot. I just felt like, it really didn't make sense to me because Asa tended to be my friend more when cameras were up.
Oh.
And so now that you don't have cameras anymore in your life and all of a sudden you're, reaching out to really establish a strong friendship, which I really didn't feel was present before that, I kind of took a step back. So we communicate through Instagram posts like, oh, good job for you, congratulations, or, but that's as far as I go with Asa, to be honest with you guys.
Honestly, I was really on her side until she lied about the IVF thing, the embryos. That was so bizarre.
It's been a lot. If you go back through the seasons, what everyone is finally seeing now were things that maybe I was calling out on her season 2, and I was just like, you're fake. You're putting out all this fake shit. Because she was always saying, I'm not like these other Beverly Hills girls to worry about what I'm wearing in this. But now all she posts is Gucci this, Versace that.
Kaftan.
Exactly. So it's like a walking contradiction. She made it easy.
Right.
Yeah, she made it easy.
Do you feel justified now, even though you got so much shit seasons ago for being hard on her, but because she was playing this role of this nice girl, but she really was kind of two-faced? Do you feel justified now?
No, I don't feel any justification for that because it was my truth then, and it doesn't matter what I think now. It's like, well, I told you so type of mentality. I'm too old for that shit.
That's very mature of you.
Let people get burned on their own. I'm fine. I don't need to give anyone a heads up anymore.
We have a new castmate, but she's not really new because she was a part-time
Destiny?
castmate. Destiny?
Yes.
How do you know her?
I don't. I met Destiny through Reza, so they go way back, and then I find out she was on the People's Couch, right?
Oh.
She used to do People's Couch on Bravo, so I thought that was the coolest thing.
That is cool.
Someone that used to critique us is now on our show.
Oh, wow.
Good for her.
Good for her.
The goals.
Yeah.
She's great on the show. I mean, it's only been one episode so far, but she really is a straight talker.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward. And she has a great friendship with you.
Yes, she and I like this.
Yeah, and she's a good friend, an honest but loyal friend.
She and I are like two peas in a pod. We are so similar. We're very alpha.
Yeah.
We have a lot of similarities as far as loyalty. Loyalty's everything to us, and not backstabbing your friends and whatnot. So she's fucking awesome. She's really awesome.
She really is.
That's
I like her.
She's a great addition. And then you also have 2 more new cast members, brother and sister.
Well,
are
Mona
they full?
is just, she's not a cast member, but
friend
Nima
of-
is. Yeah, she's the sister of Nima.
I thought they came on together. Okay,
She's
that's,
like a 2-for-1 deal.
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Yeah,
So far, so good.
Buy one, get one free.
Buy one version, you get another one for free.
So this season, it seems as though you and Nima have a fun relationship going on or the beginning of something. Where do you guys stand right now?
Oh, no, not
What
good.
do you want to know?
Yes.
Are you guys cool right now?
Define cool.
Oh, that's
Cordial?
a big fat no.
No, you guys really do have to watch because I'll just say I'm a man eater.
Yeah.
I'm a man eater. So anything, if anything, or has had anything happened, you guys will see, and you'll see how I devour my meat.
Good.
Good.
You guys, I think out of all the Bravo trips, take some of the most interesting trips. Like you've been really all around the world, and they're both educational, but also, turn up, which I love. Where do you guys go this season? Oh, not good.
Well, this season's all about MJ.
Oh, right.
So we didn't have time to do a trip because, we had a lot of other stuff going on for her. So we go to Vegas.
Still fun. Well, you guys live in LA,
Right, so Vegas isn't a big deal for you guys. It's like
but for us,
Atlantic
we're like
City for us.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Yes.
You went skiing in Big Bear.
We go skiing in Big Bear.
You're an
yeah.
insane skier.
I love skiing. I'm an aggressive skier, but it was like all dirt up there on
Right,
that mountain.
it was,
like,
like,
what
so
am I
sunny.
skiing on, you guys?
You
Oh,
guys
that
are
is
wearing
so
like winter
funny.
coats, and I'm like sweating for you. I'm like, it looks
Yes.
like spring.
It was hot. It was actually like 75 degrees.
Stop.
But like we're also like, well, what are we supposed to do? Ski in tank tops? Like
Right.
this is just awkward.
So
Yeah.
funny. No, but you guys really have taken some of the best trips, and I just find it. What season is it? 7?
7.
So crazy. Like from where we started with Sammy. Where's Sammy?
Sammy's still friends with all of
Yeah.
us. Yeah, but he's still just Sammy.
Yeah, I just think where we started and where we are, like I've loved being a fan of the show. I just think, and I've been on different sides of history both times. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, Reza, how could you? And then sometimes I'm like, yes, Reza. Like I'm really invested in your friendship. Is it weird for you to have people who know a lot about like you and your family and your sister with your relationship and like your husband and like tweet you things about it, maybe negatively? Like, how do you deal with morons on the
Trolls?
internet? Yeah.
Oh man. I got over it. It took me a long time, I think, to get over that, though. Maybe it's like 2 years now that I just don't care anymore. When it's really bad, disrespecting type of trolling that is offending other people, I will do a clapback and I will come in and I will, with an educated response, serve them their own ass.
Sometimes it's necessary.
Sometimes it is necessary just to also let your other loyal fans know that you don't allow this and this is not what you're about. So it kind of... I love because I immediately see 100 of my fans come in and chew that person up for me.
Good.
That's the
yeah.
best.
So I'm kind of those 1 or 2 trolls. They can keep trolling me.
Yeah.
Troll.
They can grab a
Right.
spoon.
They
and
like the attention.
eat your ass.
Yeah.
We have some viewer questions for you.
Okay.
First is a game of Marry, Fuck, Kill. Shervin, Nima, and Mike.
Oh my God! Can I plead the fifth? This is
No.
So, oh my
Give us
God.
We're not gonna let you off
one-
scot-free like that.
I would marry Reza because I see how he is as a husband. He cooks, he cleans, he makes sure like the house is taken care of. He's really like a good husband. I definitely fuck Mike.
Turkey.
Turkey baby.
Oh my God, that was so epic.
And I guess that leads me to marry.
Kill
Shervin. But
Okay.
it's only because you save your worst for the people you love the most.
Yeah, and he would understand.
And they accept it.
Yeah,
right?
he would
They
get it.
understand. That's okay. Sorry, Sheriff.
Someone wants to know, does Mike still have his shoe company?
True Gold. I
Sure.
believe that's what it's called. Yeah, I think he does still have the shoe company. I know he's still making stuff.
Okay.
He's a little all over the place when it comes to, businesses.
Is that a question or can I plead the fifth?
You can't plead the fifth, but it wasn't a question, so we'll let you off.
Right. Do you think Reza and Adam will have babies?
Yes, 100%. I don't think Adam would let Reza live much longer without them having babies.
Oh, I have a question for you. Are you still friendly with Bobby and Asifa?
Who?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
They were my
How-
least favorite.
I smell Indian food. What?
Someone wants to know, how is your RA?
My RA is doing really, really, really well right now. So I'm almost in a full remission. So it takes like almost a year from the time they say it's out of your body to like kind of come off the medication and you're completely in remission. So I'm almost there.
That's great.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Wow. Someone wants to know, would you want your own spin-off show about starting your medical marijuana business? That would be so interesting.
Oh my God, I would live for it.
I would love to. I think it's really tricky. You know, I think a lot of people are still looking at cannabis as a drug, and
Right.
it's still a taboo. So I think little by little, the media is catching on because so many of us are talking about it on TV. And
Right.
this whole season, you guys are going to see the whole birth of Wusa and all my cannabis stuff. So I hope one day it will. But I mean, you know, I have a lot of other stuff cooking right now because I'm about to, you know, get pregnant.
Wow. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna find, you know, some sperm swimmers.
Do it. What is okay, so you're building a profile for a sperm donor. What does he look like? What are his qualities?
That's what, you know, I need to figure out. Obviously, healthy and wealthy is, you know, is my main concern. Healthy and wealthy. So, but yeah, I would prefer strong, dark features. So I want those dark eyes, the dark hair, the full eyebrows. You know, I'm looking for that.
You have great eyebrows.
Yeah, you really do.
Like nice arc.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, final question for you is, we always say, like, if we ever were, you know, prestigious enough to get a show on Bravo, our favorite part would be going on Watch What Happens Live, because it just seems like the best time.
Yeah.
And you go on what, like once a season?
The what?
You go, how many times do you go on? Like once every season?
Oh gosh, sometimes twice.
Right.
You know, it just depends on what's going on.
And is it the best time ever?
It's so much fun, and honestly, it literally feels like it lasts only 20 seconds because
Right.
you're having so much fun doing it. And Andy's silly, you know, so it's just so fun. But it goes by like this, and I hate them. Like, it's already over.
Right.
No.
Do you drink for real when they give you drinks?
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm
Everything's
gonna
better.
be back there like doing this before I get out there doing this.
Yeah.
You know. Yes.
That sounds so fun. Oh my God, the dream.
Right. We just gotta keep working, Claude.
Yeah, we'll get there one day. Thank you so much for coming and being so cool and
Thanks,
fun.
girls.
We love Shahs. Shahs are on Thursdays, right?
Yes, Thursday
on
nights.
Bravo. And where can people keep up with you and the new businesses and all your life updates?
They can check out my Instagram. It's Gigi_Golnesa, or, you know, Wusa.com with all the cannabis related stuff that I'm going to be doing. So,
Are
yeah.
you going to change your Instagram now that you're no longer Gigi, just to Golnesa, like Madonna?
I mean, or like the artist.
Yeah.
Or just the symbol.
Something.
The.
Duh. Wow. You should
I
see
mean,
if that's available. See if that's available. Thank you, Golnesa. Thank you, guys. We will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we have Ben co-hosting us. I will be in Palm Beach. Make sure to buy tickets before it sells out. That's all we got.
Camp Toast tickets go on sale for Patreon members at 6 o'clock. Patreon.com/morningtoast if you're interested in early access.
Peace.
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 Shalom.